Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the show. I'm your host, Will Rankin, or Reverend Rankin, as I'm going to be saying from my name from now on, because God has really put a calling to me. And I should always use my real title anyway. I've been having this title now since earlier this year. I've been ordained. But yesterday, God spoke to me, and it's time to start the church. People have been asking me. People have been, wondering what am I going to do with, being, that I'm, a reverend now and everything. I've been ordained since March, and I've always just said, I don't know. I don't know. I'm just doing what God tells me to do. God wanted me to get ordained, so I got ordained. Now, He tells me it's time. And what's funny, He tells me it's time on the same day, or on the day after Donald Trump announces he's running for president. Coincidence? I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there. I don't know. I'm just saying. Things are weird nowadays anyway, but, in our country's in a really bad situation, with everything going on. So, I don't know if it's a coincidence or what it is, but I just know what God says it's time. So I'm starting to research everything. It's going to take time. It's not anything that's going to happen overnight, of course. I wish it could, but it's a process. I don't know if people realize it, but it is actually a process to go through, because to be a church in the correct way in the United States, you have to fill out a ton of paperwork and become a nonprofit. So that way, when people donate and everything, they can use it as a tax write-off and everything. So, because unfortunately, I'm going to need a lot of donations to get started, because I don't even have a building. I don't even have a vehicle to go anywhere. I'm stuck in my building as it is here in Schenectady, New York. So I'm going to have to start doing it right here, probably. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it in the building, if they'll allow me to. Use a community room to start it. I don't know. I have to ask permission, I'm sure. This is the YMCA, Young Men's Christian Association, so you would think that, even though we do joke here and call it the Young Men's Criminal Association, because, let's put it this way, there's not too many Christians in here, it looks like, or as it seems. So, but we definitely need Christ here in this building and in the United States. We definitely need Christ back in our world, and it's really time for him to come back. So maybe that's why he wants me to start the church now. So, but here's the big but. I don't do things traditionally, as you all know, or most of you know. I like to throw a monkey wrench in things and change things up a little bit. My idea of a church service for my congregation is going to be a unique style. And I'm sure if I say this out there, somebody will probably do it before me, but that's okay, because you know what? We're all about community. We're all about helping our communities. I don't care if somebody takes my idea and runs with it. In fact, I would love for other churches to do this, actually. What I'm going to do is my church isn't going to be just sitting in pews and standing up and sitting down, kneeling and praying. Of course, we're definitely going to be doing praying, yes. But because I can't stand anyway, so I'm not going to make my congregation keep standing and sitting and standing and sitting like I did when I grew up in a church. The only thing I'm going to have everybody do is it will be on a Sunday, and it will be a meal. It will be a nice, healthy potluck meal every Sunday. Because that's what we're missing in this world. We're missing a sit-down dinner with our families. Okay? Everybody's busy. Everybody's got their iPhones. And that's one rule. No phones. No iPhones, no nothing. maybe for presentations or something like that, okay. But nobody has a phone in their hand. That's nope. We don't allow phones at the table. In fact, I might get one of them crate things where you have to put your phone in, and you don't, and you unlock it at a certain time. So I might have to do that for everybody, because I want to go back to basics. I want everybody to know God and have a very personal relationship with God. You can't do that when you got screens in your face. I know you're watching this on the screen right now, but I'm trying to tell you that this is why people are the way they are, is because there's so many screens in everybody's faces. I got to admit, I have a lot of screens in my faces a lot of times. I mean, when I do my content creating and everything, especially right now, I just acquired a iPad Air 5th Gen, and so I have that, and I have my MacBook Pro, I have my TV, I have a Galaxy Tab S6, I got an iPhone, I got a Galaxy Note 20 Ultra. I mean, I got a lot of screens too myself, but I can show you that I'm not on them all the time compared to a lot of other people. My daughter and I did this experiment. She's going to kill me for saying this. My daughter and I did this one time. We did a little experiment. Randomly, I says, hey, see how much time you've accumulated on your screen. How much screen time do you have? Her thing was, I think it was about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and she had over like 10 hours on screen time. And guess how many I had? 2 hours of screen time. That's how this young generation is with screens. They're addicted to these things. Now, mind you, I'm kind of trapped where I live. So I have nothing but be either on screens or in bed. I don't have human interaction. So this may be another reason why I'm doing the church thing, is because I've been praying to God that I'm starting to lose my mind, actually, because I'm here. I've been in this building for 11 months now. I've only been out a handful of times because of my disability and being in a wheelchair. Yeah, I know people say, oh, you can still go places. For a while it was hard because we couldn't find a vehicle that would carry my wheelchair, because my wheelchair is a very big wheelchair. If you ever seen it in person or anything, it's big. It's not a little thing. So we've been working on that. Finally found a company that has a vehicle, or have several vehicles, but it only has one that my chair will fit in properly. So when I go to appointments and stuff, I have to use that one vehicle. Not really a problem. I'm not worried about that, but it just took so long to find that. It's a company called hang on a second. I gotta checking. Speaking of screens, I have my iPad here running my timer, so I know what time it is, because I cannot see on my little screen. Just so you know, I'm shooting this on what they call an Osmo Pocket, a DJI Osmo Pocket 2. Has a little tiny screen, so I can kind of see where I am in the frame. But it also has a 3-axis gimbal, so it follows me no matter where I go. So I go this way, the camera follows. Go this way, the camera follows. Pretty cool. I don't need a cameraman. I cannot see that little counter, though, on the bottom of the screen there. So I'm using my iPad here to run the counter, so I know how long I'm going to be. I normally kind of keep these videos short, running kind of high right now, but I wanted to get this message out because I'm trying to do these daily vlogs, and I shot one yesterday, and I couldn't. I was trying so hard to edit it, and then I kept falling asleep editing. I don't know what's going on with me sometimes in the morning, so I'm going to try and get this shot, and I'm going to try and edit it quick, and I'm going to try to get it out to you guys first thing this morning. So, but I wanted to get this message out that I am going to be starting the church, process of starting a church. Okay, I know it's a lot to talk about, but it's going to take time, but it's going to happen. God's told me He wants me to do it, so it's going to happen. It's like I got ordained. It happened. Who would have thought me, Will Rankin, would have ever been ordained as a priest? Or even thought about being a priest? And here I am, ordained. So, crazy things happen. God works in mysterious ways, and God is a miracle worker, and we need Him now. More than anything in this world, we need God now. I just hope a lot of you will accept Jesus into your hearts if you haven't already. So with that being said, I'm going to leave you now so I can go edit this and post it out here so you guys can all watch it. And hopefully, maybe if you're in the local area, when I do actually get everything all said and done, maybe you'll come and attend. If not, maybe you'll have a local church nearby you that you'll attend. Because, listen, we need Jesus. You don't have to attend church, though. Let me be clear. You don't have to attend church to be a Christian, okay? It just helps sometimes, you know, and especially with the way I'm going to be doing a church, it's going to help a lot more because it's a family-oriented meal is what my church is about. And yes, we will have, you know, talk about God and everything, and there will be discussion during the meal because that's what you do. That's what families do. They talk. They have a meal and they talk. When I was growing up, my two sisters and I, when we went to church, we go to church, and well, I mean, I was little, so I don't remember too much, but I do remember a lot of times every Sunday was a Sunday meal. No matter what we were doing, no matter what, even if my dad was watching football, we still had a Sunday meal. He would gripe about it? Yes, he would, because he wanted to watch his Giants. God bless my dad. But, so, he wanted to watch the Giants. So, no matter what, though, we always had dinner. I mean, yes, he was watching it while we were eating, sometimes. But, you know, at least we were there at the table, all of us. And we were all talking about how, you know, our week went and stuff like that. So, and yes, I do watch, in case some of you are wondering, is he getting that idea from Blue Bloods? I'm not getting the idea from Blue Bloods, but I'm going to carry it on from their Blue Bloods because Blue Bloods has a very wholesome family, well, keep talking short. I got a dry cough. I got the dry cough, and I think it's something in the ear here. I don't know, because we can't open our windows, so I can't get fresh air. But anyways, but yeah, Blue Bloods is a really wholesome, family-oriented part to that one part of the show is they have a sit-down Sunday dinner. And I believe they're Catholic. They're all police officers or law enforcement of some sort, or DA, whatever, you know. But they're all, I think they're Catholic, Irish Catholic or something like that. I don't know if that's the thing. I don't know. Anyways. Anyway. But yeah, the Blue Bloods is part of another reason where I got the idea of doing a Sunday dinner as well as from my childhood memories. Because I think it would really help and benefit the families of the area, my community at least. My community is Schenectady, and I see a lot of families that are just too busy and too rushed around and enough stuff to sit down and have a meal together. That's what we need. We need to start having families be families. So, that's my goal. And I'm going to let you go because I've definitely taken up enough of your time. Everybody have a safe day, and I love you, and God loves you. God bless.